Let's go. Getting ready, about to go live. You know we always have a good time, so count it down, make some noise. Chat is open. If you're here, let us know. Start the cheering. Let's have fun and start connecting. You worry soon you'll be forgetting, 'cause you are here with us now. We are all friends. Sit back and relax, we can begin. Ready or not, here we go. We're all here, so let's start the show.
Hello everyone, it's Thursday again and I'm so happy that you're here. So we have Don here, hello Don, and Sammy of course, hi, and the troublemaker himself, Roy, hello, and Sandi, hi, welcome, and Moni, my girlfriend, is here, and then they talk with each other, so I think I have found everybody. So, hi, today we're gonna talk about analysis. Hi, today we're gonna take. Okay, I will get there. Hi, today we're gonna talk about analysis paralysis. Have you ever analyzed your situation and what to do next so deeply and in every possible direction that at the end you didn't quite know what to do and you just didn't do anything? Let me know in the comments. And hi Adam, welcome to the stream. It's so nice to see a new face here. And yeah, for me, the analysis paralysis was coming here on YouTube. I was off to a pretty good start because my very first stream was titled Not Ready Go, and that was Nomen et Omen. I really wasn't ready, but I said, let's go and just do it. And that went pretty well, and I figured out by accident that I like to do interviews here, and I've since done many interviews. And then there came days where I didn't prepare and didn't invite anyone, and when that happened first, I just didn't go live. But further down the road, I thought, no, I have to practice to go live by myself, because it's always so nice to have someone to talk with and interviews, and you're not alone. And I thought, okay, let's go and practice this, and that was really cool too, and it worked. And then came a point where a few weeks ago, I got a channel review on the channel from vidIQ, and kind of stopped me there a bit. I tried to show you. So here is the channel, and I went and looked at the channel and said some things. They said some useful things, like, for example, here this video where I'm it's called Streaming Music on Twitch, Talk with Rame, and they gave me a pretty useful tip there and said, yeah, new viewers, they will not know who is Rame, and they will probably not really care about that, and maybe in this video there are great tips about streaming music on Twitch, and the title should go something like what you need to know if you want to stream music on Twitch. And yeah, that was pretty logical for me there. I thought, yeah, because, you know, I interview people from the community, and so I say the name of the person. I say, yeah, Heather Roma, because people here know Heather Roma, and of course they know Lala. And then I thought, okay, but if you want to get new people watching this, you probably should talk more about what is in the video. But then a funny thing happened, because one of the video where I was just going live for myself is this here, and the title is Hold Me Accountable, Gonna Make a Recorded Video. That was where I tricked myself to do that recorded video by announcing that I will do that. And while he was doing the review, he was just hovering over this, and the only thing he was saying was, oh, interesting. And yeah, in my head, I spun that further and thought, yeah, interesting. But is it? Who wants to know that? Is that of any value? I just come on and talk about something, and it's kind of got me thinking there, and it went so far that the next time I didn't have a guest and didn't have a proper prepared topic, I just didn't go live. And yeah, but then a good thing happened. Yes, this lady here, Janet, she was talking with me, and she was saying, yeah, where were you the last 2 weeks? I missed you. I was looking for you, and that showed me, oh, I really did something wrong there, because I was overthinking. Do I have the right thing to tell, and will it be the right video? And then I prefer to just don't do any video at all. And Janet there opened my eyes to, oh, I build an audience here. I have people who specifically take out the time to watch me live, and they know I'm here on Thursday, 1 p.m. Pacific, and then I just don't show up, and that's a really bad thing. And I should much more think about those people than about some theoretical people who who may find me here on YouTube. And yeah. Paul, yeah, I agree. It's a great topic, overthinking. And let me know in the chat, did you ever have something like that happen to you, that you were just thinking, oh, is it the right thing? Should I do it like this? Should I do it? And I need to do that first. And then you just didn't do anything. And Adam, yeah, it is super cool how the LSP community helps each other. It's very, very special. And Roy, I think you are overthinking this overthinking thing. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, but I in fact had to do then some more thinking. Why do I do this YouTube thing here? And it all started with just yeah, it is fun, and people told me they want to watch me. And if you hear that enough times, then you think it has to be true. And yeah, it really was true. I had an audience from the start, and my main focus, of course, you should be somehow strategic and think. Hi Samantha. You should be strategic and thinking, yeah, what is the best next step, and where do you want to evolve this? But there should also be a balance between having fun and being really strategic, and a balance between having everything really polished versus experimenting, and it's really important to not let that go in the wrong direction. And so now for me, it's if I didn't organize a guest, and that's all because of just not planning, because there are plenty of people I still can and will invite. But if I don't have a guest, I said I'm coming on here every Thursday, and so I just do that, and expect yeah, there can be some exceptions, maybe if I'm on holiday or if there is an emergency, but yes, just because I think one of the things I'm doing here on this channel is I try things out, I learn new things, and then just as I learned them, I try to give what I learned, I pass that on to the viewers, and maybe they can profit from there too. And so it's good to not always be sure where the journey goes, because that's where the learning happens. And then Adam says, my challenge is the opposite. I start lots of projects but blow them up after a few weeks before they have a chance to grow. Yeah, okay, that is understandable too. If you start too many things, and starting is really fun to do, and then sustaining can be hard. But there are some advantages to that also, because maybe you have new experiences, and the project that you really like, you maybe will stick with it. And Paul says, good for you, man, just going live, and sometimes the best conversations are the unplanned ones. Yes, and Paul is the master of that. He always has very interesting conversations. And it really helps to have an audience, because then I'm not just talking to myself here, but I also have the chat, and that's helping really a lot, and is one of the purpose of doing that live in the first place. Exactly. And last week something funny happened. I had a guest scheduled, and we didn't check the connection for the interview in advance, and it didn't work. And there I applied all that I was talking about today, and just went live, and it went really great. And I had guests that were coming along with no preparation, and a few days later I found this on Twitter, and I was blown away. Luria Petrucci was posting about me on Twitter, and she was writing, "Markus Schaub is one of my friends, community members, and inspirations. He's been live streaming interviews for about 6 months now. A few days ago, he ran into some difficulties, but stuck to his schedule. We need to be like Markus, no excuses." And yeah, that really, really made my day. Now we have to get rid of that. That was so great to see, because of course Luria is probably the main reason I landed here in the first place, and is a big inspiration. And yeah, just because I was thinking, no, we go live, I had this really, really nice tweet from her. And Heather, overthinking me, never. I can hear the sarcasm there. Hi, Billy. I think you caught me live for the first time. Thank you so much for joining. And yes, Samantha, that was pretty awesome. And Janet, oh, no pressure now to go live no matter what. Yeah, and I think if you have such a fantastic community, and people who are posting something, writing something in the chat, it's really, it makes it so much easier, because I often think I would have nothing more to say after 2 or 3 minutes, and then you get some pointers from the chat, and you can go on. Yeah, and tomorrow is the 1st of April, and that means exactly a year ago I went live for the very, very first time, not live in public, but live in the LIDA challenge. And I thought it could be fun if we just watch back how that was. Would you like to see how I was doing on my very, very first leader? I know Don, who already commented here, he was watching it live there, and was one of the first people to encourage me. Sandi says, I was live on Janet's channels and her internet was going in and out. We just kept going. Yeah, that's it. That's the spirit. And thank you, Billy. First anniversary. Not the public one. The public one is a bit out. And Adam says, show us. And Sandi wants to see it too. Okay. So I think it's without audio, but that it's not so bad, because I just can say a few things. So it's the same room as I'm in right now, but it looks totally different. Okay, I have the Rubik's Cube here as nice accessoire, and I am in urgent need of a haircut, but but just let's look how I manage there. And yeah, there I begin talking, and maybe someday I will release this with audio. But the start of the whole thing was me talking about how hard it was to hit the go live button for the very first time. I was really watching everybody else, and then I was saying to myself, okay, you just have to do it. And then I thought, once I started, I just have to go through with it. And yeah, that was how it went. And I had a an idea about to have some props in there. So there were some questions to answer. So why do we do the challenge, for example? And I thought, okay, we make some paper and hold that in the camera, and so I also had something to hold on, and I had a reminder to what to talk about, and I had a nice little effect where I could toss the paper in the end and go to the next paper, and yes, that was how that all started. But I was really, really nervous. I remember clearly, I was thinking, oh, I have such a bad accent. Who wants to hear that? And I'm probably boring. I'm not made for this. And but that was just the start. And then we went along. I did all those 30 days, and each day it was a little bit easier to do it. And after the second time in August I did it, I then had the courage to go and do it in public, and it was a blast ever since then. And so Paul is asking, did you complete the Rubik Cube? I did then, but I watched some tutorials on YouTube, and now I forgot all about it, so I can't solve it anymore. And yeah, stripes then and stripes now. But of course, I shouldn't wear stripes because who cares? And Adam says, that's awesome. Look at how you've grown and how much you've learned. Great job. Your journey is inspiring. You're a leader now. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Adam. Yeah, I really, I agree. I have grown, and that's just by going out, doing it, having the feedback and encouragement from this awesome community, and that is what it made it all possible, and just leaning in and doing it. And okay, yes, visual aids, exactly. And we were not allowed overlays, so I had to work around that. Exactly. Yeah, and I seems to go long, this video. Oh, now we're just through with it. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, so that's how we started, and I would have never thought in 1,000 years that this would end like here. And so my message is again, as the title of my first live stream is, not ready, go. And that's the thing, because we will never be ready, and you just have to start, and even to come back to analysis paralysis. There are so many channels on YouTube and books about how to do YouTube, how to do it the right way, and many of these resources are really, really useful, but I would say they are not useful if you never done anything with YouTube, because to really relate to the information and profit of the information, you have to make your own experiences with it, and then you can connect that and go further with it. And a common trap is to watch hours and hours and hours of tutorials and never do anything with it, and you're just wasted your time. And yes, that's that. And Adam is asking, what were the rules for LIDA? So I will talk more about LIDA in July, because in August will be the next, and there I will promote that for everyone watching here and not knowing it, because I think everyone should do LIDA. When I did my first one, I had no intention to really go live, but I just thought, okay, it's free. It sounds really fascinating, and let's go and try it. And yeah, that's the part there. Yes, that's about that. Yeah, Sandy remembers that title from my first video. Yeah, it is the most successful video on my channel, I think. And yeah, but what I also was thinking is I really would like to experiment with more ideas, but it's not always easy. But yeah, just try things. And Paul Burke is a role model there. He has some ideas and he does streams about it. And yeah, just and as I said, don't do never forget to have fun with it, especially if you do it like me. You are doing it not as a business, but just yeah, it's a bit more than a hobby for me. It is something I can get experiences with, but whatever. The fun is really important if it's not your job, because if you don't have fun with it, then what's the point at the end? And yeah, Paul, of course. And Paul he has a little pad of notes that can be helpful. Couple keywords, yeah, exactly. And another thing is, if you ever have any ideas, and usually for me they come to me when I'm in the shower or walking outside, and then always immediately write them down, because once you're back at your computer and at the blank screen and you want to write something down, it usually is all gone. And so if you write down everything immediately, you have something to do with that. And I have a whole list here with videos I could do, but yeah, some of them I will do, and some of them not, but that's good. And Adam says he keeps a little field notebook and a pen with him at all times. Yeah, exactly. So that's the reason I use the phone, because the phone is always with me. But yeah, whatever works for you, and you can even make a combination of those things. Yeah, but I think that's it for me for today. But as long as I'm not on vacation or some kind of from emergency, I will be back here every Thursday, and sometimes with a guest, and sometimes just blabbering on my own. But as long as there are people watching it, it has to have some value, and I will keep doing it. But thank you so much for joining me today, and see you next week. Thanks. Bye.